Hello Capricorn, welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. If Capricorn is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Remember to hit the like button, leave a comment, consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. If there is anything you would like me to pray over or meditate upon or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger. And I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Capricorn, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And the magician. Wonderful energy. You are the architect of your own reality. So many good things about the magician. I got to feel out what this really is going to mean for you because there's so many aspects to this card. It's your adaptability. I think that you're able to be in any situation and you're able to make it work until you can change the situation, right? Doesn't matter. It's like you're on a desert island, a deserted island. I don't know what it's called. A desert island, and you're just able to build a life and thrive there, and it's wonderful until you're able to figure out a way off the island or rescue comes or whatever. But spirit can drop you anywhere, and you can make it work, right? You're that mountain goat. Doesn't matter what the terrain is, you can make it happen. You can build a life there. Now, with the adaptability, just because we can adapt to the situation doesn't mean we have to. It doesn't always mean we should, right? Sometimes we need to sort of remain separate or distance ourselves, or this isn't, we get that feeling like we're in a situation, I don't want to make it comfortable here. I don't want to make a life here that's thriving. I want to get the heck out of here, right? And that's the focus, yeah. But the magician can do either. And it's that divine wisdom, the divine light shining through you that shows you which way to go. Now, the magician is, in my tarot system anyway, is the result of the energy of the star card. Because the star card is what allows us to become a perfect conduit, a clear channel, right? A pure conductor of the spiritual light, that creative electricity. Okay, so it's coming from above and it's channeling through us to the realm of manifestation. So you're becoming this pure sort of conduit for the spiritual energy. Yeah, and with this, I think that you kind of, I think even in your childhood and stuff, you've been able to make things happen. I feel like maybe you when you were younger, you could, I don't know, that you could tame animals, or you could even, I think, control the wind or something like that, right? I feel like you had some kind of a natural ability like that, yeah. And maybe it seems silly now, but I think that it's evolved and matured with you, and now it's grown up too, and it is your ability to kind of control the world, control yourself, control nature, the wind, control your thoughts, control your energy, and build the world that you want to build. I think you're also someone with a very high IQ. I think you're someone that probably speaks multiple languages, and you have a very unique ability to build rapport with people. People love to talk to you. Right? The way you interface with people, I think, is just very, charming, but charming's not really the right word. It's almost alluring. It's almost captivating is what it is. People are captivated when they listen to you. Okay? So anyway, a lot of things going on with the Magician card. Let's find out how it all applies to your life right now, what else is going on. Sometimes the Magician is a bit of a trickster. We've got, hey, that's one of your power cards. That is the Knight of Pentacles. This is one of Capricorn energy. That's the cardinal earth energy. which I associate with Capricorn because of your astrology, obviously. And I think this is a very good sign, that you are, you're channeling the very best version of yourself. You're channeling your essential spiritual nature. Let's keep going. We got the World or Universe card, a Two of Pentacles, an Ace of Cups, very, very nice. A Princess, Princess of Pentacles. A lot of earth energy already here. The earth energy kind of creating like a bowl for the water. You're creating the matrix, the structure, right, into which all of this love and satisfaction, if you build it, right, then you can hold all this water. You're making a really like watertight vessel here. And I love it. Two cups now. And the Empress card. Ooh, this is good. This is real good. A Six of Cups, more of this beautiful, a lot of earth and a lot of water. And finally, a Ten of Cups, all the water. You're really building a life now that is going to be full of joy and beauty and bliss. Yeah. That's absolutely fantastic. That's wonderful. Super, super success. Super bliss, super abundance. This is fantastic. We're going to select the mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is a random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. This is the factor infinite and unknown. It's going to go right here. We're going to put Frankenduck right there on top. And we're not going to look at that card until the very end. It will tie everything together and it will give us the confirmation that we need. If you have a prediction for that card, drop it down in the comments below. Let's exercise our intuition and let's do it together. Yeah. Okay, let's look around the room here. We've got 1, 2, 3 major arcana energies, right? The magician, building a world, building reality, the architect of the universe, all right? These are two very essentially just powerful cards in the tarot. And what is the world that you're building? Well, because, this right now is sort of formless and void, right? It is just the vast emptiness. It's just nothingness here, right? It's potential. It is a wide open space. It's like you found a new office building and you're kind of walking in and there's just bare walls and no floor and just nothing in there, right? And there's no people, there's no furniture, there's no equipment, there's no business, there's no activity going on there. Well, that's what the Empress is for, right? The Empress is all of the life that is going to be entering into this structure, this matrix, this vessel that you're creating. Okay? So this is really, really nice. And maybe this is literally, you are, maybe you're sort of starting a business or you're buying a home, because I kind of see that, yeah, you're going somewhere where it's a big space, but right now it's empty. It almost looks like like it's not even done being constructed yet, or like a parking garage or somewhere. It's just concrete and metal and nothing, but it's big open space. And I think that, this is the kind of life that you're creating, this foundational structure. You're making this building, and then the business has to move into it, right? I mean, it's kind of, you have to fill it with something. It's a big house, but you got to have your furniture, your decorations, your family in there, your love in there, your taste, your artistic expression, right? And so this is something that it might be very literal, that you might be looking at a new space, whether it's for business or for, your family or home or something like that. You might be looking at a new space into which you're going to bring life, right? This Empress energy is going to fill that structure with life. But this could be more abstract too, obviously. It could be the idea that we're building this life that has space in it. That we're looking to create space in our life that will hold all this good water energy, that we're ready to structure our life in a way that it can be filled with joy and beauty and bliss and love and all this, kind of thing. So we have that magician, and that's really a wonderful energy. And, when we're talking about the magician and this idea of the earth energies, The magician is the lord of commerce, right? It's a great salesperson. It's really good at business. The magician energy is the perfect card if you're buying or selling anything. Okay, and I think you are. I think in some form or fashion you're buying or selling something right now. The Knight of Pentacles, one of your power cards. This is the card that's looking at the future. Okay, and I think that this is sort of your work, your homework right now, is to sit down and in your mind's eye, in your third eye, in your spiritual vision, look at the future. Look 5, 10 years down the road, or a year or a month, whatever. What is this supposed to be? Right? What is going on here? What are you trying to build? What are you hoping to accomplish? Now, what we're looking at in this future, whether it's 5 or 10 years down the road, whatever, we're looking at the Princess of Pentacles. Okay? That's what we see immediately. Okay, we've got to look beyond that to the Empress and especially the Ten of Cups. But let's get back on track. We've got our major arcana energies. And the Empress is, of course, all of the love, all of the life. That's, just the universe without life is empty and void, right? Now this is it's teeming with life. It's got that verdant energy about it. What we don't see here is any fire. We have water, 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 water. We also don't see any air. We've got a little hint of air with the Magician because it's the mental energy, it's communication and interface and stuff like that. So a little bit. And then, of course, we have our Earth, Earth, and Earth. The Universe card down here is some earthy energy. It's also the Saturn energy too, right? Which, to me, kind of brings out that sort of formless and void sort of energy, which we need to replace with this. Okay, so I really think that there's a spiritual sort of level to this reading, and then there's the practical level. On the practical level, your energy is looking at this future, and you're seeing the physical building. This is like literally the house, right? It's empty, and you're just kind of it's up to you now to sort of envision the life. You see your furniture in there, see your art on the wall, see your family and friends coming over. Give it life in your imagination, because right now it seems like what you're looking at is just like it's like the last few days of winter. This card always reminds me of that. I think it's just because it looks like there's snow and that there's no leaves on the trees, right? It's just sort of barren. It seems cold. But it seems like it's pregnant with life. That's just something is about to just burst and emerge and grow, and there's going to be this return of all the greenery, all the life is coming back. But as of yet, you're looking at it and you're saying, there's nothing here yet, but oh boy, there will be. Yeah, there's going to be. And I think this is the right attitude. And I think we're looking at this and thinking, okay, how do I build this so that it can hold the most love and beauty and joy and the most life? Yeah. And this is the practical sense. So I don't know if this is a business, if this is you're looking for a new location for your business, or if you're looking for a new home, or if this is more really about trying to restructure your existing life to give yourself more time and space for love, for joy, for beauty, for pursuing your passions, for pursuing your creativity, your art. Right? All these things. Yeah. And, what we could be also looking at in this card is sort of your life as it is now. Kind of looking at it and thinking, really, a lot of potential here. We're looking at this like the last couple days of winter and saying, any minute now, things are going to start just shooting up from the ground, the birds, the trees, the sunshine. It's going to be great, right? Maybe this is you preparing to throw a party. Maybe this is you looking forward to the holiday season and the holiday parties. Because I feel that right now this is just, it's quiet and empty. But it won't be for long. Okay? I like this very, very much. And of course the Knight of Pentacles has to extend the vision beyond just the surface of things. This might be what it looks like now. But if you look behind it, you see 2 of Cups, you see Empress, you see 6 of Cups, 10 of Cups. But, if you're just looking at the surface, it just says, this is just a cold, empty, lifeless, barren forest, right? You don't see the life that's teeming under the surface that's just about to blossom and grow, right? So you need to, that's your work right now, is to look beyond the surface of it and see all the potential, all the life that's going to fill this space. Okay? We could be talking about something financial. Okay? Spirit is saying that there's some sort of a business dealing or some sort of a financial, like a transaction or a sale, or you're buying or selling something. Yeah, definitely. The universe card here underneath the surface is kind of bugging me a little bit, because it means more than just the sort of empty space, right? And it's kind of, if we could look at this reading as, with the different levels, where I said there's like there's the spiritual level, and there's a very practical level. What if we look at this as being sort of an internal thing and also something happening outside of yourself, And in that case, this is what's going on within you. And it's almost, this is kind of even the spiritual, or let's say internal counterpart of the Princess of Pentacles. So inside, there might be this feeling of a lot of potential. There's a lot of room for love, but it's not here yet. There's a lot of room for joy, like, you want it, and I think this is really the motivation for constructing life on the outside that can handle all the joy and beauty and love. To prepare literally the physical space for love to come in. It's sort of like we build the temple and then we invoke the Holy Spirit in, right? We construct the altar in our house, and then we do the rituals and the offerings and to bring the divine energy down. And maybe this really is about creating a space in your house to have your spiritual work. Or clearing out, maybe it's the garage. You think the garage right now just it's a mess. It's oil stains, there's tools and boxes everywhere. But this really could be a really nice meditation room, yoga studio, musical studio space, practice space, an art studio. Like, it could have a lot of possibilities here, right? Because I think you feel that inside too. I think you feel like there's room inside of me to have all of this kind of the water energy. And I think the water energy is all of these things. It's love, it's beauty, it's joy, it's music, it's creativity, it's dancing, laughing, it's intimacy, it's a sense of community, it's family. I mean, you got all the water here. I mean, you got all the water. So I think that it is about filling your life with all of these good things. And, I think that you're understanding the connection between internal and external. So it's kind of like whatever we kind of feel to be true inside of us, it's kind of mirrored outside in the world too. And that kind of brings us to the 2 of Pentacles. That there is a correspondence between our internal sort of psychic world, spiritual world, our soul, and what's outside there, what we perceive to be outside there. So if we're feeling sort of cold and empty, but ready for love, we want that life to return, then that's what we're seeing outside. If we're looking outside and we're just thinking, it's cold, it's barren, it's empty, it's sterile, then there's a good chance that's how we feel inside. And that's why the Knight of Pentacles, your spiritual self, has to look past the appearance of things to see what is on the other side, what's ready to burst forth and bring the birds and the shoots of vegetables and, flowers and the squirrels and chipmunks and everything, everything is going to return. Okay? And we even see that in this card, because down at the bottom, it looks like snow, but then if you look at the bottom of the trees, you can see the green is starting to creep up. It's like the trees and everything, all the chlorophyll kind of goes down to the roots or whatever, and it's ready to start growing again. The leaves are going to come back, the birds are going to come back, the grass is going to grow wild, it's going to be hot, there's going to be mosquitoes and all this stuff, but it's glorious, right? And we have to look past just the way it looks, on the surface. We do that inside as well as in the world around you. Yeah. So the Two of Pentacles that I was talking about is your realization that we sort of need to make some changes, internal and external. It's the way the alchemist will, work on the laboratory experiments on the outside, and there's a corresponding spiritual experiment taking place too. So anything that we change inside of us, we change also outside. Anything we change outside, we also have the corresponding, effort or activity inside of us. So we're looking to make these changes in the physical space because we are making those same changes in the sort of psychic space. Okay? And so the Two of Pentacles, I think a lot of things are changing in your life. I think it really is, it kind of comes from one fundamental shift. But I think it's changing a lot of other things. This might be that moment where you just said, I'm going to live my life differently. I'm going to intentionally make room for all these things that I want, all this love that I want, the creativity, the family, all, intimacy, all those things that we mentioned. This is like that one moment where we just say, all right, enough's enough. We're starting today. It's like we flip a switch. And that switch is sort of powering up all the lights. It's like the master switch. I need one in here, really, because every morning I come in, I got to turn on every light. I got to plug everything in again. I need like a master switch, And I think that's what's going on here. We're flipping the master switch, and that magician is getting to work. And maybe the master switch really activates your magician energy that says there's an internal and an external evolution, or there's activity now that's taking place, and we're building the right vessel. I still like just the image of the cards here, where it looks like there's a bowl of this earth energy, and all the water's coming in. It's kind of like when you're at the slot machines, you got to have a big cup, right? Because then you're gonna hit that jackpot, and you got to have something to hold all the coins that are coming in. And that's what it feels like with the Ace. The Ace of Cups feels like that jackpot. It feels like this is hot, super success coming in fast, and we've got to have the container ready. We've got to be ready ourselves. We've got to have our life ready for it. And so it's, I'm trying to think of a good analogy. I think it's, you build the art studio, you build the practice space for your music, and then you've got to go use it. And then now all this joy can come in. And I think this is really you ready to receive happy, healthy relationships, a lot of love, a lot of joy. This, again, is kind of like the master switch. In a way, this is the source of every river. This is the spiritual source. From this, everything is affected. This is the water that then splits up into a lot of different rivers and irrigates every part of your life. You're going from the Ace all the way to the 10. Every part of your life is going to be changed and influenced by this in a positive way. Okay? Now we're going to talk about the path of the serpent. Let's see what all this joy is coming in. I think we sort of have an idea. I think we've mentioned most of it already. But as we talk about these cards, I would like to ask for your subscription. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It is totally free. And it helps the channel, and I really do appreciate the support. Okay, thank you. Two of Cups. You have or you want someone in your life. Someone loves you enough that they are sort of acting as a mirror for you, right? It's almost as if there's something or someone in your life that's kind of showing you what the potential is for you. And I like that the two here also is part of our sort of mirror energy, inside-outside kind of thing, that I think is, was sort of detailed by the Two of Pentacles, right? That there's a change on the outside and corresponding change on the inside. With the Two of Cups, I feel that there's a one-on-one relationship, and maybe this is what you're seeking, maybe it's what you have now. But either way, this is in your life, or it will be very soon. And this, I think, is one other person who loves you so much that they want you to become the best version of yourself. This is somebody that is going to clean out the garage for you and say, you want an art studio? This is somebody that is, again, I'm getting the impression that they love you so much that they want you to flourish. Okay, and they are willing to be sort of a sounding board for you, and they're willing to, I feel like, be honest, emotionally honest. That they're not hiding anything from you. Nor are you from them. This feels like a really wonderful partnership with someone. Yeah, it could be a friend, family member, could be a lover, whatever. But it's somebody that loves you so much that they want to see you happy. They want to see you succeed. And I feel that the two of you are just going to be bringing out the best in each other. Yeah. And it's a one-on-one thing. This is one particular person that's going to sort of be like, that's your person. Whether it's romantic or platonic, it doesn't matter. But this is the one. Yeah. And I think you're ready for that. As your general energy, I think that's something that's part of this water energy, that's part of this love energy coming in. And when we look beyond the Princess of Pentacles, of course, we see the Empress. And the Empress is all of the life that has returned. This is kind of saying that there's going to be, if we think of like a dance hall, it's empty. It looks like a gym or like an old cafeteria or something. There's nothing in here. It's empty. It's just whatever. It's cold, it's dark, maybe it stinks a little bit. Doesn't seem like much. The Empress then is later that evening, right? All the the disco lights come on, the music, the DJ's up there, everybody's on the dance floor dancing. There's food everywhere. I mean, this is really like huge difference, This is like, the venue, there's going to be a party here. It's like, really? There's going to be a party here? And then a little bit later, yeah. I mean, this is the celebration. This is everybody together, and this is the life that is in the space now. It's kind of like we have this empty house. It's cold. It's dark. There's nothing in here. There's no furniture. There's no people. Eventually, right? And I think sooner rather than later for you. I think this is happening quite soon. Because again, I'm getting the feeling it's the last couple days before spring, and so it's kind of the it's happening very, very soon. It's going to be teeming with life, and so maybe you are literally hosting some kind of a party or an event, or you're orchestrating, you're planning some sort of a party or event, maybe for the holidays, maybe for whatever, some sort of celebration. Maybe it's a wedding. I don't know what it is. Could be a wedding. We'd have the Two of Cups. Makes sense, right? But anyway, I feel like you're responsible for something like this, and I feel like you you're gonna feel really good filling your space with all of these people. I think family, friends. It feels like there's kids running around everywhere. They're chasing the dog, and it's so heartwarming. You know what I mean? And it's so different than the cold and empty room that we had before. Now that life is happening here. And that, to me, that feels like the Empress. All that verdant energy, all that life force has returned. Okay? And we could be talking about families. This feels like a family thing more than anything else. But, maybe you're buying a home, and you can see that this is the home. This is where we're going to have all the holidays. Everyone's going to start coming to my house for the holidays. It's just going to be filled with life. It's going to be wonderful. Yeah, and the card that the obstacle here, if there is an obstacle, if there is something that we're worried about, it's this idea of family or community. Okay, with the Six of Cups here. Six of Cups is pleasure. And I think this is the obstacle for you, is to feel it, to not worry so much about doing it or orchestrating it, or And the other thing is, we don't see a lot of air energy here. So if you are planning something, the suggestion might be you got to start planning it now, right? Because it's It's coming up very, very soon. Start making the plans. Start ordering what you need to order. If you need to get the art supplies in, start making your list. Go on, do Amazon or whatever. Figure out what you need and get the stuff ordered. Yeah, because there's no air. There's no planning going on right now. And maybe the work at this moment is to have this vision, to know what it's going to be, right? And to really start falling in love with it. Then we got to start with the planning. We got to get a move on, I think. But the Six of Cups is reminding you that you need to immerse yourself in this and enjoy it too. So this is like we cleared out the garage. Then you put all your art supplies in there. You ordered everything on Amazon. It's full of stuff. And maybe there are other people there painting or dancing or listening to music or doing yoga or whatever. Where are you? You have to make sure that you partake of this joy, that you take your pleasure in this life. Okay? And the Ten of Cups at the very end, I think, is the fullness of life. Your life is enriched beyond measure. This is the most blessed reading, I think, that I've ever had for you, Capricorn. And I think it's been a long time coming. I think even with the universe card underneath everything, this is saying that you've been waiting a long time for spring to return, for the life and the love to come back. Yeah. And maybe with the air energy, there's no swords. Maybe you've already planned it. Maybe you've been planning it for years. Now's the time that it's all coming together and you are being told to just do it. Immerse yourself in it and partake of that pleasure. Yeah, this is very good. Very, very good. There is the financial, the business thing, buying or selling something. It's going to be blessed. It is going to be absolutely wonderful results. Okay? But I am getting the idea. It's time to make plans. Maybe to make more plans, right? Because again, the Knight of Pentacles is looking directly at the Princess of Pentacles. So I think this is the structure that you've built. You've already planned it. You're here now. You're already here. What you have to do now is look at the vision of the rest of it. What is coming afterwards, and start making those plans to realize all of this. See, it's one thing to build the structure. It's the next thing to plan the party and invite the people and get the streamers and the music, hire the band or whatever, and buy the food, So maybe we start planning for this, because this is what we're supposed to be looking at anyway now. This we can already see. Okay? So maybe there is the need to continue making plans for the rest of this thing, whatever it might be. Let's look at the mystery card. Maybe more water energy, maybe fire energy. Maybe fire, yeah. Because we need a little bit anyway. Either fire or air, I think, is what we're going to find here. If you have a prediction, put it in the comments. It's a Page of Pentacles, or a Princess of Pentacles. Same card, right? Slightly different energy. Because I feel that this to me feels like somebody who is sort of in a new place. This is somebody who is, it's like if you built the art studio. This is you sort of walking around and just like picking up the stuff and like admiring it and looking at it and sort of just taking it all in. Like, wow, like last time I was here, this was just an empty room, like just a dirty old garage. Now this really is something, And I think there is this other person in your life that loves you so much that they're helping you do this, or they're surprising you with something like this, or something along those lines, yeah? But this is the card that's kind of like, you're just sort of taking it all in. And if this is that big family event, right? This is you kind of standing back and just like admiring your work in a way. Admiring the divine manifestation. And you're just appreciating it. And you're just taking a moment to sort of let your heart feel glad. And then you're going to jump in, right? And then you're getting in the pool. But for a moment, this is that sort of calm appreciation. Yeah. This is really, really good. Extraordinary. We're going to do an extended reading too. If you want to stick around, there's a link up top. There's one down below. New readings for Capricorn Thursdays and Sundays. Be sure to watch both readings. If you have not subscribed yet, please do. It is totally free. Doesn't cost anything. Leave a comment. Let me know where in the world you're watching from. I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you, and I love you, and we're all in this together.